Worthy Road Studios presents Tyson Foods Peabody Golden Tide Football.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Trenton Peabody, where tonight we have quarterfinal actions of the TSSAA playoffs. I'm Dan Hughes, and along with Terry Clement to bring you this exciting game between Trenton and McKenzie. Terry, this could be a very good ball game.
It really could. Back in the regular season, this was by far the closest game that Trenton Peabody had, coming out of McKenzie with a 35-21 win. And, really, Dan, the issue wasn't settled until about the 3-minute mark when Draquan Vaughn went 70 yards on a 3rd-and-1 play for what proved to be a ceiling touchdown. And, both of these teams have gotten better since then. And so, we expect a very good football game here tonight.
We expect a good one, and I expect a good crowd here tonight to watch this one. It's the quarterfinals of the playoffs, Peabody and McKenzie. We'll be back right after this.
At Tyson Foods, we're on a journey that is grounded in heritage and humility while embracing ambition and growth. We're transforming into a different kind of food company with unparalleled capability that spans agriculture to dining culture. And while the value of our company has grown substantially in the past few years, we are just getting started. We are disciplined and focused operators. We manage capital thoughtfully and courageously. We are dynamic entrepreneurs, innovators, and brand builders. These are essential elements of who we are and what we do, but alone they do not explain Tyson Foods. We're a food company. We're a family, and we're taking a big step forward. The entrepreneurial spirit that fueled our founders fuels us. We feel and embrace a responsibility to create a better future. To do so, we must acknowledge that the world is changing. The people, customers, markets, and technology of tomorrow will not be the same as they are today. As our world grows, challenges are becoming more complex, and opportunities are taking new forms. The basics of life, like good food and enough resources, are not givens. They must be preserved, reimagined, and created, simply and ambitiously, at a meaningful scale. The world is changing, and so are we, not simply reacting to change, but embracing it, so we can thrive within it. It is time for us to think differently about the role Tyson Foods plays in our world. To inspire our next chapter and guide our team, we have defined a new purpose for our company. A purpose that unifies how we do more than our part to ensure the world thrives, while also constantly pursuing growth to ensure Tyson Foods thrives. At Tyson Foods, we make real, accessible, and inspiring food. We do it sustainably, creatively, and transparently at a scale that matters, because Tyson Foods exists to raise the world's expectations for how much good food can do.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're getting set for a game here tonight between Trenton and McKenzie. Both teams have been on the field and warmed up, and McKenzie holds the key to this as they have some very good skilled players in key positions. We learned that when we visited over in Carroll County.
Yeah, they do. They've got very good skilled people. It starts with Cassidy, the quarterback. He's 6'2", 180, just a sophomore, but man, he's got a live arm out there, and he's got some very good targets he can throw to. Logan Lyles, the senior, has been here for, it seems like forever, to go along with Will Latimer and Caleb Gill and another sophomore, Taylor. If you remember in the first game, he took 94 yards, on the first play that McKenzie had the football. And, it's one of those things, Dan, that, you look at things on paper. Of course, this is the 36th meeting, and Peabody's won the last 4 meetings between these two teams by a total of 180 to 28. And 21 of those 28 points came in the first meeting this year. And if you remember that night, Sam threw a pick 6 right before halftime. We were up 21-7. That made it 21-14. And, then there were some, how shall we say it, questionable flags that got thrown on some big plays for Peabody. So, I really think as we go through the night, if Peabody plays Peabody football, that's one of my things I've got written down. Just do you, boo. Just be who we are. And, I look for us to take some shots in advantageous situations. They're going to play a lot of one-on-one because they're going to load up to try to stop Ganaway. He's a Mr. Football finalist, and he's that for a reason. He's a very good running back. Had a good night against him the first time. And, I look for Jay Taylor to take advantage of that and get our receivers in some one-on-one situations with their defensive backs, and then it just, we just got throw and catch.
It's a matter of fundamentals and not beating yourself in this one. Other games in Class 2A that we will be keeping an eye on tonight, that'll be South Green and Meigs County. Meigs County, Terry told me a minute ago, already ahead in that ball game. I think you said 14-0.
14-0 after one quarter.
Trousdale is playing Watertown, and that's a big matchup there. Riverside and Waverly are tangling, and Waverly comes into that ball game 8-2 on the season, make that 9-2 on the season. And Riverside, who wasn't favored last week, they upset Lewis County for the second year in a row. They're in the quarterfinals. Peabody and McKenzie, of course, that rounds Class 2A up, all leading to a date in Cookeville, and that will be on Saturday, December the 5th, and that is a 3 o'clock ball game. So looking ahead, but we've got this game and we've got next week, and you don't want to take any of them ahead.
No.
You can't take anybody for granted.
No, you can't. And Dan, the thing about it is 3 of the 4 quarterfinal matches in Class 2A are all rematches. Earlier in the year, Waverly beat Riverside 21-0. That was in Week 10. Back in, I think it was Week 3, Watertown defeated Trousdale 9-7. And then, of course, in Week 3, we defeated McKenzie 35-21. The only one that the two teams haven't met is the Meigs and South Green. Like I said, Meigs is up 14-0. So they know each other.
That's right.
And so it's who's gonna make more adjustments.
Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with some starting lineups right after this.
This documentary has been one of the most fun things that I've done in my entire life. 18 months ago, I come to Greg Hammond and say, "Hey, we're fixing to play our 100th season of football. Let's do a documentary on this." Just the people and the history that we found in this program is unbelievable. Just to experience it and sort of relive it through the film and the archived newspapers, it gives you chills.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, "Man, that seems expensive"? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
At Hardy, Martin and Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today. Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one.
Amy Greer and her staff, Scarlett Smith and Courtney Tyree, have over 30 years experience when it comes to helping their customers with their auto, home, life, and financial service needs. They always make sure that their customer is top priority and put their customers' needs first. They are located downtown Trenton across from the police and fire department. They welcome you to stop by or call them for a free quote today.
Back at Trenton, where McKenzie and Trenton are about to meet for the second time this season. Peabody leads the all-time series between these two teams, 22-13. The series scoring, Peabody has outscored McKenzie 858 points to 503. The last 10 meetings, Peabody has won those, 8 wins to 2 losses. And in those 10 games, Peabody outscored McKenzie 384 to 129. In the last 20 meetings, Peabody won 12 of them and outscoring McKenzie 558 points to 357. Let's go down to the starting lineups, and here's Terry Clement.
As we look at the McKenzie starting lineups, we'll start with them. Starting at quarterback, as we said before, number 11, Jackson Kennedy. On the season, 60 for 126, 1,015 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. And in the first meeting earlier this year, Cassidy was 4 of 16 for 47 yards with a touchdown and an interception. Starting at one running back is number 7, Marquez Taylor, the sophomore. 6 carries for 107 yards and a touchdown in our first meeting on the season. 90 carries for 942 yards and 11 touchdowns. The other running back that you'll see back there, or one of the other running backs you'll see back there, is number 35, Caleb Gill, the bowling ball junior. 97 carries for 512 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. In the first contest, he had 8 carries for 20 yards. Also, you'll see number 5, Logan Lyles, in the backfield. We did a good job on Lyles in the first meeting. 1 carry for 6 yards. He did have 2 catches for 15 yards and a score, and he also was the person who intercepted Sam Drigger's pass and ran it back for the touchdown. The other wide receivers, their leading receiver, number 3, Will Latimer, 18 receptions for 350 yards and a couple of touchdowns on the year. And also Zay Weber, number 9, a sophomore, will be out there at receiver. Across the front for McKenzie, starting at left tackle, number 52, senior Jordan Woods. At left guard, number 72, junior Hayden Hudson. The center is Daniel Latimer, number 77. He is a sophomore. At right guard, number 54, Brandon Hatley, who is a junior. And at right tackle is the senior, number 66, Ryan Christian. And their offense is multiple. They're going to do a lot of different things, try to put us in a lot of different sets. And they've had success in their 11 games this year. As they're averaging almost 32 points per game. And so, you know, Dan, this is an offense. Of course, they scored 31 last week against Adamsville. Struggled a bit until about midway through the second quarter. And then they kind of picked up their rhythm a little bit on offense. And, you know, it's going to be a challenge for Tab Val and his defensive guys tonight.
It is, and that's the way that McKenzie will put their team on the field. As they come into this one, they've had a fairly good year. The McKenzie Rebels coming in. They have an 8-3 record coming into this ball game. They've lost to Adamsville, and that was their their region loss. And they had a COVID win over Halls, and that was the total for them this year.
Yep.
Let's take another 3-minute break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Families turn to Christian Family Medicine for their everyday medical needs. Vaccines for children, sports physicals for teenagers, or an annual exam for mom. They're here for you. They welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare.
Hi, I'm Drew Brown, a physician assistant at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie.
To learn more, go to ChristianFamilyMed.com. That's ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
Anderson Furniture Floor Covering, we would love to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing us to serve you for 69 years. During football season, there is never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit us at 110 High Street in Trenton and check out our large selection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck, Peabody Sports.
At Case IH, we believe it's our job to provide you with solutions. That's why our Farmall and Maxim tractors, as well as our tools and attachments, are designed with you in mind. From mowing to baling to loading and more, we're here to help turn your to-dos into to-dones. At Case IH, we'll keep your days running smoothly with equipment that's durable, versatile, and highly efficient. No wonder farmers are more loyal to Case IH than any other brand. Visit your local dealer or go to caseih.com/livestock for more.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
Let's go to the starting lineups now for Trenton Peabody.
For Trenton Peabody, an offense that comes in and has scored 479 points this season, averaging 43.5 points per game, 323 total yards per game. We'll start with Sam Driggers, the sophomore quarterback, 62 completions for 100 out of 115 attempts, 948 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. And Dan, I always try to note this. Sam threw 4 interceptions in the first 4 games, and since then he's only thrown 2 interceptions, and he has really grown as a football player this year. Starting in the backfield, the Mr. Football finalist, Khalid Ganaway, the junior, 186 carries, 1,491 yards, 19 touchdowns on the season. And we'll also see Draquan Vaughn back there. Vaughn has scored 11 touchdowns on the season, so 30 touchdowns out of our tailback position. Our 3 receivers, number 4, DeMarcus Key, the junior, 13 catches, 191 yards, 4 touchdowns. Leading the way as receiver is number 18, Malik Ganaway, the junior, 33 catches, 595 yards, averaging 18 yards per catch, and has 6 touchdowns on the season. Carson Vandiver is our other receiver. The senior, 6 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. And our tight end, H-back, Mr. Do-It-All, Ethan Ray, number 86, and he is a sophomore. The front five, and man, you're going to struggle to find a better front five in Class 2A football. Starting at left tackle, number 74, Shelton Hopkins. He is a senior. Connor Meadows, at left guard. The junior wears number 50. The center is Ben Hayes, number 55. Ben is a senior. At right guard is Christian Poor, number 54, and the right tackle is number 70, Blake Menace. And that is your starting offense for Trenton Peabody. As we look over on the defensive side, starting at one defensive end is number 34, Jordan Shepard, the junior, 38 total tackles on the season. He's tied for third on the team with 12 tackles for loss. He has 6 sacks and is second on the team with 12 quarterback hurries. At one defensive tackle, number 73, Connor Gatlin, the junior, 31 total tackles on the year, 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 2 quarterback hurries. He has stepped in for Keandre Woolfork this season, who's missed most of the year with an injured back, and we can't say enough about how well Connor's played. The other defensive tackle is number 78, Braxton Johnson, the senior, 35 total tackles on the year, 8 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. At defensive end, Mr. Defense, I call him, Jason Baskerville, number 13, the junior, second on the team in total tackles with 69, leads the team in solo stops with 43, tackles for loss with 22, quarterback sacks with 10. The linebackers, number 9, Alan Jones, number 3, London Burkett, and number 2, Draquan Vaughn. Vaughn is the leader in tackles with 73 on the year. The secondary is J.D. Easley at one corner, DeMarcus Key at the other corner, and the 2 safeties are number 1, Tristan Cook, and number 14, Carson Vanderveer. And this is a defense, Dan, that has given up a grand total of 59 points in 11 games.
Let's take a break, and we'll be right back after these words.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires, and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only wrecker service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens of Trenton.
Whether it's tires, batteries, oil changes, brakes, or alignments, Gibson County Farmers Co-op Car Care Center, located in your hometown-friendly co-op in Trenton, has you covered. While we're taking care of your ride, you can shop inside at Gibson Farmers Co-op for all your steel products and Carhartt work apparel. When it comes to comforts of home, we have a large and unique selection of home decor. Make tracks for Trenton, Tennessee, and your friendly hometown Gibson Farmers Co-op. It's where we have something for the entire family.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Riverlocal Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
excitement is building here at Trenton Peabody as the Tyson Foods pregame show. We let you in on some of the goings-on around the area as far as other games, too. And Terry, quickly run over our schedule and maybe an update or two of scores already from East Tennessee.
All right, the update, the big one that two of them that's kind of caught my eye. Meigs County with 3:31 to go in the second quarter, leads South Green, a 12-0 South Green team, 29-0. So Meigs is well on their way to a return to at least the semifinal round of the state playoffs. Maryville also just retook the lead over Dobbins-Bennett, 21-14. That game is halfway through the second quarter. The games that we'll be trying to keep up with in Class 1A tonight, and a rematch, Lake County will be hosting West Carroll. Lake County won the earlier matchup 46-38 in a high-scoring affair. Also, the winner of that game will take on the winner of Fayetteville and Moore County. That is also a rematch as Fayetteville won 28-22. In Class 3A, right down the road in Milan will be hosting South Gibson. That is a rematch. And this is, Dan, this is Milan's first playoff game as they got got a bye in the first round because of the Memphis teams, and then got a COVID win last week, and Milan won the regular season matchup 35-14. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Pearl, Cone, and Stewart County. We'll be trying to get updates from there. In Class 4A, one that we're very interested in, Lexington and Hardin County doing battle again tonight in Lexington. That is a rematch, and Lexington won the first matchup 27-14. And the winner of that game will take on the winner of Haywood and Ripley, which is also a rematch where I saw Haywood defeat Ripley 35-0 earlier this year. In Class 5A, over in Middle Tennessee, you've got Summit taking on Beach, and we'll try to get a score on that. The winner of that game will take on, let's go ahead and say it, Henry County. Henry County's playing Clarksville Northeast tonight. That is a rematch in a game that Henry County won 58-0. So I'm pretty safe to say Henry County is going to march on to the semifinals in 5A. Division II, USJ is on the road at Donaldson Christian Academy, and Davidson Academy will play host to Nashville Christian, a game Davidson Academy, defeated Nashville Christian 35-0 earlier in the year, and those, Dan, are semifinal games. So the two winners of those two games will face off in Cookeville on that Thursday. And so those are the games in this quarterfinal round that we'll be trying to keep you abreast of through the night.
We'll keep you updated, and Terry, I've got somebody going to keep me updated with the Milan South Gibson game, so I'll be passing that along to you so that you can pass it along to everybody else. We'll keep you updated on all the scores. We're gathering the team captains right now at the 50-yard line. They will be marching to the center, and we'll have the toss of the coin. Tyson Foods brings you this pregame show, and also the first quarter is going to be brought to you by Duncan's Pharmacy Express. And we appreciate them very much. Officials are getting situated. I don't know where the officials are from, but chances are we haven't seen them all year. And I wouldn't know. Here goes the captains out to the center of the field. And
Will Latimer for McKenzie and J.D. Easley for Trenton Peabody.
Any predictions on the toss?
I don't think it's going to matter. I think if they win it, they're going to defer. So I think we're going to get the football first.
It's outstanding that you are made it to the quarterfinals. What I want you to do is make sure your teammates and yourself play good, solid football. Not any crazy stuff. Just play football, okay? All right, what's it going? Heads, tails, heads, tails. You're visiting team. Okay. Call it. Tails. Tails is the call. Heads. You see me? Okay, you want to see. Okay. Okay.
Tide won the coin toss.
receive to start the game. Starting lineup for your Golden Tide, number 4, DeMarcus Key. Number 7, Khalid Canaway.
So stop in and see them for your insurance needs. And Elite Dental has locations in Trenton and Jackson. At Elite Dental, our smiles say it all. Attorney Bradley Owens will handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, wills, and estates. And Eddie's Pharmacy has two drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and they offer vaccinations. Amy Greer State Farms brings you the first downs there in Trenton, the homeowners, auto, farm, life, Medicare supplements, and financial services. There's Trenton, about ready to come out on the field. McKenzie carrying the big red M. They're the Rebels. Here comes the Tide onto the field. The Golden Tide dressed in black with gold numerals. Here tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officials. That's a lot, Terry.
Wow, have we ever had a 9-man
That's nearly another team.
That's wow. You know, I do a little basketball, and there's 3 of us, and they say, there's 3 teams, the team in the white jerseys, the team in the dark jerseys, and then the team in the striped jerseys. This is another team. As you said, 9. I don't know that I've ever seen a 9-man crew.
Well, it's getting late, in the season.
I guess.
Games are narrowing down.
I think, Dan, this crew is from Memphis. I recognize that the white hat. I've seen him somewhere, but I can't remember his name. Of course, I don't remember many people's names anymore.
McKenzie's going to kick it off.
Be Zach Aird be kicking for McKenzie.
Aird is a 5'9" sophomore. And they'll be kicking off to the Tide.
Tell you what, Dan, it almost looks like we've got our hands team out there. I see.
Almost what?
Like we have our hands, our onside kick team out there. I guess we're
suspicious.
Suspicious, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Aird's going to kick from the near hash mark. Ganaway back there and easily. 12 minutes on the clock, quarterfinal action, TSSAA state playoffs. End over end kick, going to go out of bounds.
Well, there's been some times where we've taken it at the 35, and sometimes Shane Jacobs is elected to want him to kick it again.
It appears that we're going to take it at the 35.
Well, he's walking down.
Nope. It appears that they're going to kick it again.
Yeah, I think we're going to kick it again.
This time he'll kick it from the 35-yard line. They were kicking it away from Ganaway, but I got news for him. The speed on this side's equal.
Just as good, and plus if they kick it short, you see you got Vaughn right here. And here's the thing. These guys have just ran about a 50-yard sprint. Now they got to go back and they got to come back and do it again. You never know.
5-yard penalty. Now they'll kick it from the 35-yard line. Boy, that's going to be a great game, South Gibson and Milan. I'm anxious to get some scores in on that one. Aird's going to kick it off again. He has that ball teed up straight high.
And he's looking like he's going to kick it over here to Easley again.
Good. He's a sophomore. Now we're underway, and straight away to Easley it goes at the 17, to the 20, to the 25, up to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Well, kick it to him again.
Absolutely. As we see again on the Siler Thornton replay, I'm asking the question. You'll see great job by JD going back and getting it, making the first guy miss right there and then exploding through the hole, and was just one person away from taking it to the house.
From the McKenzie 48-yard line, 1st and 10, Driggers hands it off, goes to the right side. This is Ganaway, and Ganaway shutters to another 1st and 10, and a flag goes flying. Flag is down at the 41-yard line. Probably going to be a hold against Trenton Peabody. And that's what it is. So the penalty will be marked from the 41 or 42-yard line, and that will take them back to the 48. 48-yard line. It'll be first down.
14, I guess.
Yeah, about 14 yards. That's not a good way to start.
No.
Ganaway had an excellent
He did.
run.
Got Vaughn and Ganaway in the backfield together.
Full house back there. There's a snap. Goes to Ganaway. Ganaway looking to turn the corner, and they brought him down roughly at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd down. They got him hard then.
Yeah, we're going to have to throw the football some tonight. Talked to Jay Taylor in pregame, and he knows that too. They're going to really sell out to try to stop the run, and good job by Chris Barnett, their senior, coming from this backside defensive end. So look for Sam to pull that.
59 degrees at kickoff, and it's dry, and that's good news. Driggers up under center. Whistle.
You got timeout, Peabody.
Timeout call, Trenton Peabody. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back in 1 minute.
For the National Guard, we have a state and federal mission, so we support our state for like disasters, and then we can also have a federal mission overseas. We serve both the state and federal government.
But the National Guard gives individuals like yourself and myself the opportunity to stay at home, whereas if you have a goal to go to school, National Guard got you. You don't have to really worry about changing your whole life to serve your country, where the National Guard actually work around your life.
I like to think the National Guard has this elite group of soldiers and members, because you'll have police officers, you'll have firefighters, lawyers, doctors, just a slew of different people that make up this force as far as being a part of the community. They're embedded in their community and they're super involved. So this is like adding these subject matter elite experts with, you know, being a soldier. I mean, you got the total person concept.
2nd down and 14 for Peabody. This time he's out of the gun. He rolls, looks, lateral pass, it's complete. Looks for an opening, didn't find it. Brought down hard, lost a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down, 15. 3rd down, 15 for Peabody.
Yeah, tried to get it out here to Malik, and Logan Lyles read it well, and Ethan Ray wasn't able to get out here and get the block on him. Just timing off just a little bit. Look for a screen pass right here.
2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Man goes in motion. There's a snap. Fakes the sweep. Driggers in trouble, and he's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. Well, the momentum was taken out by the call on the hold, and that seemed to stop Trenton Peabody from that point, so it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's, you know, shame we had, you know, good first play and got negated by a penalty, and then we just didn't do much after that.
Snap good, punt is away, it's a good one, down the field. Fair catch call for, and takes it at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Rebels of McKenzie will take over 1st down and 10. We got some cousins playing here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Ben Hayes, number 55 for Trenton Peabody, and number 72, Hayden Hudson for McKenzie are cousins, and I think Grandma was watching both their babies back home there in McKenzie, so we want to say hello to her.
Man goes in motion to the right side, and he looks for the opening, and breaks into the secondary and gets up to the 36-yard line. A gain of about 8. It'll be second down and 2.
Yeah, that was Cassidy on the keeper, and that's one thing, we talked about early on is they're going to run him more, and, he's 6'2" and 180 pounds. That's a pretty good load coming downhill at you.
Cassidy working out of the gun. He wears number 11. He's a sophomore. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, pass, it's complete, and he's brought down immediately, but he got the first down up to the 46. But he faked the handoff, and there you'll see it on the replay. He simply fakes the handoff. There it is, keeps, looks, fires it up the middle. Good catch.
Yeah, Lyles made
to the 46.
reception.
First down and 10. Wide right, wide left. Out of the gun is Cassidy. There's a snap. Fakes, looks, fires it to the left side. It is incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Yeah, trying to hit Latimer on the deep out, 15-yard out. I'm telling you, Cassidy's got the arm to throw this football. You watch this on the Siler Thornton replay. Good job by the McKenzie offensive line keeping our guys out. Just threw it a little bit wide right there. DeMarcus Key over on the coverage.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the gun is Cassidy on the second and 10. Snap, handoff, goes up the middle, and he gets about maybe 3 yards to the 49-yard line. It'll be second down and 7 yards, third down and 7 yards to go with 8:13 remaining in the first quarter. It's scoreless.
Dan, here's something that we talked about, or I told you about off air and pregame. Shepard and Baskerville have gone down to defensive tackles, and you've got Derek Key and Ganaway, Malik Ganaway playing defensive end on third down.
There's a fires it up the middle, and if they mark the forward progress, he's got another first down. To the 44-yard line is where they're going to mark it, and that'll be enough for a first down. First down and 10 for McKenzie.
I think they're going to mark him.
Are they going to measure?
I think so. He put the ball out there. It should be a first down.
If the chains are stretched on the far side, it's a first down.
I think they're going to bring him in. You can see right here, good pass, good catch. You see where Lyles, of course, they don't have the advantage of the replay, but he stuck the ball out. It'll be interesting. They didn't give him that.
They didn't give him that reach.
No, they didn't give him the reach.
They put it down. They stretch it. And it's first down.
They're giving him first down.
That was close.
That was very close. A lot closer.
Was you watching the screen or the monitor?
I was watching.
Ball?
I was watching the monitor, and I was watching the white hat having to lean over the football.
It was that close.
It was.
First down and 10 for McKenzie at the Peabody 44-yard line. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap, low snap. He keeps, pitches back, goes to the right side, breaks into good yardage at about the 35, 36-yard line. It's going to be second down in short yardage.
Yeah, that's Marquez Taylor, the sophomore, just on the little speed option here. Good decision right there. Good job, really. Carson Vandiver coming over from his safety position to make the tackle, but second and 2.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Come out in the double T. There's a snap, and caught him back. Help me, Terry.
We got a flag
goes
over
flying.
here. I don't know what the flag is over there. We see on the Siler Thornton replay, Jason Baskerville in very quickly. Nice inside move.
Incomplete pass.
And I'm going to tell you something.
That's a sideline warning.
Oh, well, who was he throwing it to? I mean, there was nobody. There was nobody in the area.
Rid of it. 3rd and 2. That's the first time he had been hit tonight, though.
Yes, it was. Watch for him to keep this ball right here on 3rd. They're in 4-down territory, Dan, on the plus
3rd
side.
down and 2. Ball at the 36. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun is Cassidy. There's a snap. Keeps, rolls to the right side. He's very close. I think he's short of the first down. At the 34.5, if this official over here is walking it straight. We don't need a play like last week.
No, we don't.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 by McKenzie. Christian Family Medicine has locations in Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie. See them soon. 1st and 10. We need some medicine right here to put a stop to this. Out of the gun. Snap, handoff, goes up the middle and down to about the 31-yard line, the 26-yard line. Again, it's going to be 2nd down and 2 yards to go. They're eating up 8 yards on first down play every time almost.
Well, not only that, they're eating up clock. We're already halfway through the first quarter, and we've had the football one time. But, yeah, first down has been very successful for McKenzie so far in this ball game.
Wide right, wide left. Out of the gun. There's a snap, handoff, up the middle, another first down. Down to the 20. To the 20-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 for McKenzie on the 20. Time to bow the bat.
It is.
.5:20 remaining. First quarter, no score. McKenzie threatening. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Out of the gun, Cassidy. There's a snap, quick handoff. That one didn't go too well. Might have a yard on it. So we broke the 8-yard streak.
We did. We needed to break that streak.
Now it's 2nd down and 9 for McKenzie.
Yeah, good job, Braxton Johnson, Draquan Vaughn getting in and also getting help from London Burkett and Baskerville.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. Cassidy alone back there. There's a snap, rolls to the right side. Hole was open, and he gets down to about the 13-yard line to the right side. Cassidy on the carry. See the hole there that he went through.
Yeah, they're doing a good job up front so far.
3rd and 3. Stacked to the right side, wide to the left. There he goes again, and he cuts on the inside and gets the first down, still on his feet, down to the 3-yard line. Cassidy on the carry to the 3. Duncan's Pharmacy Express. Visit Duncan's Pharmacy Express today and let them take care of you. Trenton Health and Rehab offers skilled and long-term services. Visit them with your rehab needs. Well, it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for McKenzie. They started this drive back around the 35-yard line, and it's taken up almost the entire first quarter of play.
Yes, it is.
And now they're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. Scoreless. McKenzie is threatening. Back in 1 minute.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utility. Gibson County Utility District for better living in your community.
Well, McKenzie has drove down the field, and they are threatening to score. We have a player with an injury.
Tristan Cook.
Tristan holding an arm. Probably a scrape, looks like.
Yeah.
First and goal. There's a snap, handoff, tailback. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and goal from the 3.
Yeah, Taylor trying the middle of the Peabody line. Didn't have much luck right there.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953.
Lyles backfield. Oh, they got big 74, big Luna.
I formation in the backfield. Snap, tailback takes it, tailback down at the 3. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. That went nowhere, did it?
No, they're gonna give it to the 3. Yeah, good job right there by the Peabody line, by the Peabody defensive line. J.D. Easley coming in from the secondary to make the play right there. Now, watch your. I think they're gonna take another timeout.
Timeout called by McKenzie. Back in 1 minute.
This documentary has been one of the most fun things that I've done in my entire life. 18 months ago, I come to Greg Hammond and say, "Hey, we're fixing to play our 100th season of football. Let's do a documentary on this." Just the people and the history that we found in this program is unbelievable. Just to experience it and sort of relive it through the film and the archived newspapers, it gives you chills.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Third down and goal from the 3-yard line. I formation in the backfield. Snap, handoff, tailback again, and he's lost on that one. It'll be 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line. Loss of 2 on that one.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care,
looks like they're going to go for the field goal. Is that aired also?
That is aired, yes.
Aird is going to attempt a field goal. It'll be a 21-yarder. Air ball is down and the kick is up and the kick is good. 3-0 the score, McKenzie. And Terry, even though it's 3-0, that has to let some of the air out of the sails of McKenzie. They were driving down the field, got down to the red zone, and were stopped cold.
Yeah, they you know, they were having some success when they were able to spread Peabody out a little bit, but when you got down into the close confines, then they didn't have much luck right
Any
then.
scores?
We do have some scores. In Class 1A, Fayetteville leads Moore County 8-7. Class 2A, after one, Riverside and Waverly are scoreless. Meigs County leads at the half 29-0. In 3A, Milan over South Gibson 7-0. In 4A, Haywood 7, Ripley 0. Beach and Summit in 5A are tied at 7. In Division 2, Donaldson Christian leads USJ 7-0. And that's the scores that we have.
Here the score is 3-0 McKenzie. There's 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. McKenzie took a time-consuming drive down the field. Aird is going to kick it off.
You know, Dan, we had the football for about
a minute
and a half, if that.
End over end, easily going to be there at the 10. 15, 20, 25, 30.
There's a flag.
35. And the ball is at the 36-yard line, but there's a marker down on the field.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back or a hold, one of the two.
It appears with McKenzie going back, officials discussing it there, you can see.
Yeah, it's going to be against Peabody. They're discussing about where they're going to mark it from. Instead of, I think if the ball doesn't get to the flag, they mark it from the end of the run. That's what they're trying to discuss right now. We see here on the Siler Thornton replay, I think it's going to be up here to the right of your screen. I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not. Yeah, they've already thrown the flag, and maybe on Jacoby Albee right there. He's about the closest Peabody player to it. So yeah, they mark it from where the run ended. So we're going to start at the 26-yard line. Hey, just a few more yards of total offense we can get, Dan.
Well, it's what you can't do. You can't beat yourself.
Yeah,
and this is the two times we've had the ball. There's been penalties.
Right.
Not arguing the penalty, but we can't do that to ourselves. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Two-man behind Driggers, who's working out of the gun. There's a snap. And he gives it over to Easley. Easley looking to turn the corner. Spins and gets the first down and then some. Ganaway on the carry to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there. Good job by Draquan Vaughn just occupying Trey Cook right there. Good spin move by Ganaway. And they blew that whistle down. I tell you what, it's pretty close to whether his knee was down or not. But good gain on first down right there.
From the 39-yard line, wide to the left side. Wing to the right. Driggers under center. Hands it off straight ahead. Driving is Ganaway, and he picked up maybe two up to the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of 3. And it'll be second down and 7 from the 42. 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got to get a little bit more push up front. They're standing us up right there and not allowing our pullers to get around and get to the hole.
Wide to the left, wing right side. Driggers under center, 5 seconds. They're going to let it go down. That's the end of the first quarter of play. The score, McKenzie 3, Peabody nothing. Back in a minute.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
At Martin and Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today.
Anderson Furniture has all your home furnishing needs, especially recliners. Stop by and see them. H&R Agri-Power is your local Case IH dealer, and they have new farm equipment, parts, and a full service of farm equipment. Well, it's 2nd down and 7 yards to go for Peabody. Ball is at the 42. There's a snap, handoff, goes straight up the middle. Ganaway gets up to the 45. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, counter play right there. Good job by Lyles coming up from his linebacker, from the backside linebacker, and making the play on Kalik. Got to keep our feet a little bit better on our offensive line. Dan, we were outgained 67-13 in the first quarter.
3rd and 4. Man in motion, Ganaway. Snap, quick handoff, goes up the middle. Grinding. This is Vaughn to the 45, to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and down at about the 17-yard line. Vaughn on the carry. Dracon Vaughn, he's a senior. They mark it at the 19. It's 1st and 10 for Peabody at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, 36-yard run right there for Draquan, and a touchdown saving tackle there by McCreary, their linebacker.
Wide right, wide left. Up under center is Driggers. Snap, handoff, Ganaway looking, trying to turn the corner, does, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Tide! Oh my!
I mean, did I see a flag?
I hope not.
Yeah, there's a flag somewhere. My gosh, they're calling holding again out here on, I don't know who they called it on. There's nobody out there to be held. All the way back here. Can we see that one? Yeah, one more time. They're going to call it on Malik Ganaway out here. See if we can see him. Can we see it? Can we see it? Can we see it? Well,
they mark the ball back to the 25-yard line.
Man. Dan, by the way, Jordan Smith goes in from 38 yards out. Lexington is taking a 7-0 lead over Hardin County. And after one, Milan still leads South Gibson 7-0.
It's 1st and 15.
Tell you what, we got a chance to take a shot right here, though.
There's a snap, handoff, Ganaway straight up, got to the line, and that's all. 2nd and 15.
Luna's a big guy in there.
74?
Yes, 74. Yeah, 6 foot 349, and just a sophomore. So right here, I tell you what, Ben, bless Ben's heart. We're gonna have to give him a little help on that big guy.
Wow. Out of the gun, Driggers on 2nd and 15. Snap. Handoff. Looks for the hole. Ganaway. Got to the 21. 3rd down. Say they're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. 3rd down and 12. No, 3rd down 13.
Yeah.
From the 22. Driggers out of the gun. 3-0 to score. McKenzie leading. Second quarter.
Well, he's there.
Giggers
He's there.
looks,
He's there.
Fires it toward
Too
the
late.
corner. Overthrown. Incomplete.
Man, he was there.
And it's going to be 4th down now and 13 from the 22-yard line.
Sam waited just a little bit too late to throw that because he was there on the wheel route. He'd gotten behind Latimer, and Cassidy wasn't going to be able to get over there to it. He's got to settle down and play right here.
Wide right, wide left. Out of the gun. Snap, rolls, looks. Little screen pass to the 20, to the 15. Works it down to the 10, to the 9, to the 8. And that should be enough for first down. It's close. It depends on the mark, folks.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it.
They're going to get it first down. First and goal from the 9. That was sure determination there.
It was. Great play call right there on the screen. Great job by Draquan Vaughn. Incredible balance.
Two-man I formation in the backfield. Snap, handoff, Ganaway straight ahead. Might have picked up a yard. Second and goal from the 8.
Man, I tell you what, Barnett, defensive end for McKenzie, is having himself a whale of a football game already. He came down. We didn't get a very good block on him as he slid off Ethan Ray and was able to make the play. Come on, Ethan, keep him feet moving, big guy.
Driggers up under center. It's second and goal. There's a snap. It's a sweep around the left side and drug out of bounds at about the 7, and no flag on the play. Some of the fans wanted a flag. I'd have to see it again. Let's watch it.
Well, let's watch it right here. Just jet
There's
sweep.
the jet sweep around.
You know, if he cuts up right in there,
I don't know.
I think it's just a tackle.
7-yard line. Didn't look like a horse collar to me.
No.
Third and goal from the 7.
$10 on the play clock.
Under center, Driggers. Handoff, Ganaway. Ganaway cuts back in.
Get in
makes
there.
it into the end
Touchdown.
zone.
Atta, baby.
Touchdown, Tide. Ganaway into the end zone. Puts the Tide up 6-3.
They got some people now. Dan, you see here the outside zone. We had success in the outside zone at their place, and a great job by Khalid Ganaway. Once he made his first cut, he got back on the track that you need to take on the outside zone. Great job following his blockers.
McKenzie's number 26.
Yeah, that's McCreary. If we see it on the Siler Thornton replay one more time. Watch him after he makes the first cut up, then he gets back out at a good 45-degree angle. There's his first cut, and boom, right back out on the 45. Great job and great read by Khalid Ganaway, and there is why, ladies and gentlemen, this young man is a finalist for Mr. Football in Class 2A in the state of Tennessee.
Trenton Light and Water Department proudly serves the community with 2 new electric substations and a newly renovated state-of-the-art water treatment plant. Raspberry Tire and Service Center offers tires, oil changes, and all sorts of automotive services. They also have wrecker service from cars, trailers, and semi-trucks. Hicks in to attempt the extra point for Peabody. Lee will hold.
Walker on the snap. 3-step process.
A lot of pressure on the centers. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. 7-3 the score. Peabody on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one.
7-3 the score. Peabody takes the lead. Peabody out, ready to kick it off. That'll be Higgs. You got some scores?
I do. Hardin County has scored with 5:35 left in the first half. They have tied Lexington 7-7. Watertown and Trousdale in the first quarter, they are tied at 7 as well. 35-0 in the third quarter. Meigs County, South Green. That's going to be a running clock the rest of the way, so Meigs will move on to play the winner of Trousdale and Watertown.
What was Trousdale County known for? Football. For years. You ought to know this. Tobacco Bowl.
Tobacco, that's right. That's right. We played the Lexington played the tobacco.
There,
I didn't know. That was before my time.
There's a line drive down the field, taken at the 7, and he falls down.
How about that?
And why he fell? I don't know.
He got snipered. You better look for a muzzle flash around. I'm kidding, ladies and gentlemen. That's just that's a little joke.
10-yard line.
Well, the first thing that he jumps to catch when he gets to catch it, and he doesn't have to jump. And then his feet, he tried to get his feet going before before he got him back down on the ground. And so we've got him pinned down. And what we need to do, we need to get a stop right here and get another score.
Ball at the 10-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for McKenzie. Cassidy is the quarterback. He stands 6'2", tall fella. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. The man goes in motion to the right side.
Oh,
Fakes
he's
the
wide
handoff,
open.
Looks down the field.
Wide
he's
open.
in trouble. Got it. At the 50-yard line, and he's brought down at the 48. He beat him. Latimer is on the reception.
Yeah, we got caught looking in the backfield. Right there. Latimer just snuck behind us is our safeties, both for safeties. Got caught looking back in the backfield.
McKenzie has it at the Peabody 48. 3 wide to the right side. Snap. Little firing pass up the middle. It's complete. 1 tackle miss. And then they'll bring him down. First down at the 27. That was Latimer again.
Yeah, just they fake the give. Latimer runs just a little 5-yard stop route. Makes Tristan miss right there, and Draquan was able to get him down. But I tell you what, good play by McKenzie.
Wide right, wide left. Out of the gun. Cassidy on first down. Penalty marker down.
I hope they get false start because I'm telling you, their backs are moving before the snap just about every time. They did it on the long pass play.
Illegal procedure, the call. 5 yards back.
And that's going to be on 35, Gill. Their backs, Dan, I'm telling you, they're moving before the ball gets snapped.
1st and 15 now from the 32-yard line. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Snap. Handoff goes right side. Into the secondary he goes and picks up the 5 for the penalty, and it'll be about 2nd and 10. Somewhere in that neighborhood anyway.
Yeah, London Burkett on the tackle right there. Taylor just on the power play. Going right there, nice jump cut right there. Made Carson miss, and good job by London. But Carson did a good job turning him back inside.
Out of the gun. Snap, handoff, looks back up the middle, and he's piled up. Probably lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, good job right here, Jason Baskerville. And good job by the defensive front. Is Baskerville slips off his block, gets some help there from, who's that? Connor Gatlin right there and London Burkett.
Third down and 10. There's a snap.
That's
There's
going
a
to be
pass.
intercepted.
It's intercepted at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30,
Just hold
35,
on to the ball. That up, baby.
And up to about the 40-yard line.
J.D. Easley. Great job, Derek Key coming in there. They went back to our speed rush, and we were able to get around their tackles on just a speed rush, made Cassidy throw it high. And there's J.D. Easley for the interception.
Now
Nice
we need
return.
a touchdown.
Now we do. We got the stop. Now we need the touchdown.
Ball at the 39-yard line. First and 10 for Peabody. 4:54 remaining in a quick first half of play. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. There's a snap handoff. Looks up the middle and everybody falls. It was like a stack of dominoes just went down.
We're setting, you mark my words, we're setting something up off that play.
2nd and 12, loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, we didn't get very good reach blocks.
That was a miss.
Yeah, Meadows and Menace, both, they allowed one to get in between them, and neither one of them took him. And so that put us behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Wide to the left, wing to the right. There's a handoff, goes straight up the middle, across the 40, up close to the 44. That'll be a pickup of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 yards.
Yeah, Draquan Vaughn back there. Great balance, great power. You know, and Dan, I'm going to tell you something. This is nothing against Kalik, but right now against the style of defense they're playing, I kind of like Draquan back there a little bit better, a little bit more strength, a little bit more balance.
3rd down and 5 for Peabody. Out of the gun. There's a snap. Looks. Lateral pass overthrew it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Sam just got a little too much adrenaline going right now.
4th and 5. They'll punt.
This is just a simple up and throw, and man, he tried to put way too much mustard on that.
Hicks into the ball game to punt. Good snap. Punt away. Short. May have gotten a hand on it. It takes a Peabody roll and rolls out of bounds at about the 35. Gibson Farmers Co-op has auto service, small engine shop. The Gibson Farmers Co-op gift shop offers baby and bridal registry. They have curbside pickup. Amy McLemore is a licensed realtor with Town and Country Realty, specializing in the Gibson County area. Let her help you. She also sponsors our First Downs. McKenzie to the line from the 35. 1st and 10. Peabody up 7-3. There's a snap. Looks, fires. It is incomplete. They're going 5 and stopping on that play as well.
Well, they're trying to just have an easy throw and catch. That's something they can have a productive first down and put themselves in, keep themselves in front of the chains right there. Good route, good throw, just a little bit inside. Milan has scored again to lead 14-0 with 5:52 remaining until halftime.
Here we're 3:17 till half. Man goes in motion to the left. There's a snap and a handoff straight ahead and up to close to the 40-yard line. It'll be 5 yards short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 from the 40. Watch the quarterback keep on this one.
Yeah.
Cassidy, a very talented quarterback for McKenzie.
Dan Waverly has scored. They've gone ahead of Riverside 7-0 with 4:02 remaining until halftime, and Lexington and Hardin County are tied 7-7 at the half.
3rd and 5. There's a keep straight ahead. First down. Up to the 45, and he's going to be finally blown dead at about the 47. Clock stops, 2:30 left till halftime.
And Dan, you called it right there. Just Cassidy on the keep right there, and had a chance to get him before, and Jones missed him. And they were able to pick up 7 and the first down.
Working out of the gun is Cassidy. Man goes in motion. Hands it off straight ahead, and he comes to the line and meets the congregation. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10.
Pearl Cone leads Stewart County 14-7.
Pearl Cone's a mystery team.
Yes, they
don't know a lot about
we really don't know a lot about them.
2 wide to the left, 2 to the right this time. On 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we're going to be outside.
Somebody
Baskerville lined up
jumped.
off sides. You know, yeah, you can call that, but why don't you just, hey, back up a little bit? I mean, come on now.
To the 48-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 5 inside Peabody territory. 1:30 remaining in the half. Same formation as they come back out. Good passing down right here. He goes straight back, looks down the field, fires it up the middle. It's complete, short of the first down. And he's going to be a gain of 3 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. And the clock does run with 1:10 remaining.
Yeah,
it's not a game you just want to get to halftime. Let's
get to halftime.
Let's think again.
Right, I'm with you.
Wide to the right, 2 to the left. Snap.
Ball, fumble, we got the football.
And Peabody, I
think we do.
has
Yeah,
it.
now we got it.
Yes, we do. Peabody come out
Connor
with
Gatlin comes out of there with the football.
Number 73. Connor Gatlin comes out holding the ball up high. But here we have 53 seconds remaining.
That's one of those plays where Cassidy just waited too long on making his decision whether he was going to give it or keep it, and didn't do either one of them, or did both.
53 seconds remaining in the half.
Take a shot.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. Driggers fakes it, rolls to the right side. Got plenty of time. Fires it down the field. It's complete to Ganaway. At about the 31. Stops the clock with 46 seconds remaining. Peabody has 2 timeouts remaining. Ball at the 31. And it's 1st and 10.
You know, Dan, that's the same.
And I think Peabody calls a timeout.
No, we spiked it. We spiked
it.
That was the same play that we ran a couple of series ago where we had Ganaway right down here and Sam overthrew him. And this time Sam
got him quicker.
Well, he wanted to make sure he didn't overthrow him. So, if you catch him, get him in stride, then that's 6 points right there. But good job right there making sure that we've got the completion.
2nd down and 10 from the 31 for Peabody. 39 seconds remaining. Sam goes straight back. Little screen pass. It's complete to Ganaway to the 30, to the 25, and down at that point. Gain of 6 on the play. Clock running 27 seconds.
Now we'll take a timeout.
Now they called the timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a 1-minute break and be right back.
Amy Greer and her staff, Scarlett Smith and Courtney Tyree, have over 30 years experience when it comes to helping their customers with their auto, home, life, and financial service needs. They always make sure that their customer is top priority and put their customers' needs first. They are located downtown Trenton across from the police and fire department. They welcome you to stop by or call them for a free quote today.
Families turn to Christian Family Medicine for their everyday medical needs. Vaccines for children, sports physicals for teenagers, or an annual exam for mom. They're here for you. They welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare.
Hi, I'm Drew Brown, a physician assistant at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie.
To learn more, go to ChristianFamilyMed.com. That's ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Peabody leads here 7-3 with 27 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Peabody with the football on the McKenzie 25-yard line. Here comes Peabody out of the huddle. 2 wide to the right, 1 lone running back. 3rd down and 5. Drigger's back, looks, fires it toward the corner. It is incomplete. Fired it into double coverage and hit the target. It was a matter of who could come out with it with their hands.
Yeah,
it's 4th and about 4.
Yeah, I thought for a second Malik was going to be able to wrestle it away, but threw it into double coverage and. Might as well go for it. 4th and 4 on the 25.
20 seconds left.
20 seconds left in the half.
From the 25-yard line, 4th down and about 4. 2-man eye in the backfield. Snap, handoff, Ganaway. Ganaway moving. I don't know if he got there.
No, he didn't.
He didn't, and the ball will go over on downs with 14 seconds remaining.
Not a bad play call. Not a bad play call. Put it in your best back's hand and let him see if he can make a guy miss and wasn't able to do it. But you leave them with 14 seconds and about 77 yards to try to go.
From the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Do you take a knee here? He's up under center.
I would, but and he does.
And that's going to be the end of the first half of play. End of the first half, the score, Peabody 7, McKenzie 3. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
Anderson Furniture Floor Covering, we would love to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing us to serve you for 69 years. During football season, there is never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit us at 110 High Street in Trenton and check out our large selection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck, Peabody Sports.
At Case IH, we believe it's our job to provide you with solutions. That's why our Farmall and Maxim tractors, as well as our tools and attachments, are designed with you in mind. From mowing to baling to loading and more, we're here to help turn your to-dos into to-dones. At Case IH, we'll keep your days running smoothly with equipment that's durable, versatile, and highly efficient. No wonder farmers are more loyal to Case IH than any other brand. Visit your local dealer or go to caseih.com/livestock for more.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only record service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
We're back.
We're back? Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Terry, we're up 7-3. It's been a quick first half of football, but it seems toward the end of the second half that the tide was turning.
Yeah, started off slow. We had a good first run, and then it got called back due to a holding call. We ended up having a punt, and then they kept the ball primarily the rest of the first quarter and were able to drive down. And we made some good stops there on second, third down inside the 5-yard line, held them to a field goal. And then we were able to get running. As we look at the halftime stats, Trenton Peabody has on the ground 13 carries for 73 yards. Through the air, Driggers is 4 of 8 for 44 yards. We have a total of 117 yards of total offense. For McKenzie, on the ground, they have 18 carries for 66 yards. Cassidy is 5 of 9 through the air for 83 yards and an interception for a total of 149 yards of total offense for McKenzie. But as Dan said, you could just kind of see there in the second quarter that the tide started turning in the way of the good guys. We had a busted coverage, though. We got to get that corrected, and I'm sure that we're making some adjustments in there right now. And Dan, and we've seen this a time or two. We're sitting here and we had 4 penalties for 35 yards. And that's not Trenton Peabody football right there. And I guarantee you, Shane Jacobs is in there and he's getting that corrected right now. They had 7 first downs to our 4, and so 7-3. It's the third round of the playoffs. We've seen each other. Wade Comer's been doing this a long time. He knows how to game plan for people, and we kind of expected it.
Yeah, I expected a close game.
Yeah, I thought it could have gone either way. And biggest thing Sam's got to settle down a little bit. And of course this is he's a sophomore and he's in a quarterfinal state playoff game for the first time ever. And so I expect him to settle down in the second half and put up some good numbers.
I agree. 7-3 the score, Peabody leading. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be back with more here at Trenton Peabody.
Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens of Trenton.
Whether it's tires, batteries, oil changes, brakes, or alignments, Gibson County Farmers Co-op Car Care Center, located in your hometown-friendly co-op in Trenton, has you covered. While we're taking care of your ride, you can shop inside at Gibson Farmers Co-op for all your steel products and Carhartt work apparel. When it comes to comforts of home, we have a large and unique selection of home decor. Make tracks for Trenton, Tennessee, and your friendly hometown Gibson Farmers Co-op. It's where we have something for the entire family.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Riff-Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
For the National Guard, we have a state and federal mission, so we support our state for like disasters, and then we can also have a federal mission overseas. We serve both the state and federal government.
But the National Guard gives individuals like yourself and myself the opportunity to stay at home, whereas if you have a goal to go to school, National Guard got you. You don't have to really worry about changing your whole life to serve your country, where the National Guard actually work around your life.
I like to think the National Guard has this elite group of soldiers and members because you'll have police officers, you'll have firefighters, lawyers, doctors, just a slew of different people that make up this force as far as being a part of the community. They're embedded in their community and they're super involved. So this is like adding these subject matter elite experts with, you know, being a soldier. I mean, you got the total person concept.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utility. Gibson County Utility District for better living in your community.
Documentary has been one of the most fun things that I've done in my entire life. 18 months ago, I come to Greg Hammond and say, "Hey, we're fixing to play our 100th season of football. Let's do a documentary on this." Just the people and the history that we found in this program is unbelievable. Just to experience it and sort of relive it through the film and the archived newspapers, it gives you chills.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Hi, right, we're back at Trenton Peabody. We're a halftime score. Peabody leading by the score of 7-3. And over at Milan, Tennessee, the score there is 17-0, and that's Milan at the half. Want to remind you about Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home. They're a family-owned business that offers the full spectrum of tributes from traditional funerals to cremation and memorial service, all within your budget. Broadcast is also being made possible by the Army National Guard, Tennessee Army National Guard, serving all of us. The Gibson County Animal Shelter, also part of our broadcast and one of the greatest parts of Gibson County. So glad that the Animal Shelter can sponsor this also, and reminding you of the needs of the Animal Shelter. Gibson County Utility District, serving Gibson County and Gibson Connect, all going together to be a part of the sponsors. Have your advertising promotions seen on Worthy Road Studios live broadcast. This is one of the least expensive ways to promote your ad. From Peabody Football, Freed-Hardeman University, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart Sports, call Paul to have your ad noticed. We'd also like to give a shout-out to everyone watching at the Gibson's Grill. Katie Style, located in the Elks Lodge dining room, where everybody is welcome. They're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Peabody games are always live streamed in the dining room, and they say roll tide. This broadcast is a copyright broadcast from Worthy Road Studios. Any rebroadcast or reproductions of this broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. 7-3 the score. Crowd down at the concession stand, no doubt. You brought water, man. And we're out of cookies, so I'm sorry. I did update one score for you. It's 17-0 at the half at Milan leading South Gibson. So that updates everybody. You want to go one more time and go through the scores that you have?
I can. One score that, and ask and you shall receive. Lake County 22, West Carroll 0. That game is in the second quarter. Moore County 15, Fayetteville 14 at, I believe that one's at the half. Waverly Riverside 7-0, Waverly at the half. Meigs 35, South Green 7. Trousdale 14, Watertown 7. We gave you the Milan score. Pearl Cone 14, Stewart County 7. Lexington 7, Hardin County 7 at the half. 10-3 Haywood over Ripley at the half. See if I can get a Henry County score. I have not seen a Henry County score come through. Summit Beach tied at 7 at last report. Donaldson Christian leads USJ 10-7 in the second quarter, and Davidson Academy leads Nashville Christian 7-0 in the second quarter. Trying to
pretty well catches you up.
Yeah, except for the Henry County game's the only one that we haven't gotten a score on. I'll see if I can reach out to some people. There we go. I got it 6-0. Well, 6-0 Henry County, but that was early, so.
Halftime program brought to you by Tyson Foods and raising the world's expectations for how much good food can do. That's Tyson Food. Okay, let's take a 2.5-minute break. 2.5-minute break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
At Hardy, Martin and Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today. Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one.
Amy Greer and her staff, Scarlett Smith and Courtney Tyree, have over 30 years experience when it comes to helping their customers with their auto, home, life, and financial service needs. They always make sure that their customer is top priority and put their customers' needs first. They are located downtown Trenton across from the police and fire department. They welcome you to stop by or call them for a free quote today.
Families turn to Christian Family Medicine for their everyday medical needs. Vaccines for children, sports physicals for teenagers, or an annual exam for mom. They're here for you. They welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare.
Hi, I'm Drew Brown, a physician assistant at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie.
To learn more, go to ChristianFamilyMed.com. That's ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Well, we're ready to start the second half of play. Peabody leading 7-3. Teams are ready on the field. We have a new stash of cookies.
Yeah, maybe I can get one this time.
Well, you left, and I just gave them away. I thought, but these savages came in, and
I'm
just
sure they
eat
did.
The cookies up. There wasn't anything left.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, thank you to Miss Donna Minton. These cookies, man, they are wonderful.
Nobody
single
makes cookies like Donna.
No doubt.
Nobody.
Dan, we need to get a stop right here. Let's get a stop and a score and put a little distance out there.
Little breathing room.
Little breathing room out here in between us. And
Peabody is going to have to kick off. Everybody set.
See if we can play a cleaner half.
We made some mistakes.
Yeah, we did.
Cost
we didn't
us
play
dearly.
Didn't play very clean right there.
High, deep, end over end. Going to take it at the 8 and dropped it. Picked it back up. And then fell down. Terry, this is the same young man that just fell
I
in
tell
the
you
first
what,
half.
And this is the same young man that's got 7 carries for 35 yards and
he has problems standing around the 5 to 10.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit now. Let's see if we can keep him down here. That's the key. We had him down here after we scored our touchdown, and safety's got caught looking in the backfield instead of reading their keys. So
ball's at the 7-yard line, 1st and 10, out of the gun. There's a snap, and a handoff goes to the right side, still on his feet, and then is brought down. A lot of running, but not a lot of yardage. 2 yards gained, 2nd down and 8.
Much better job right there in the middle. Braxton Johnson getting his pad level lower and then getting some help from Jordan Shepard and London Burkett and Draquan Bone and a few other of their friends. And so much better first down effort right there.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. Cassidy is the quarterback and works under center. Handoff and still on his feet, works his way up to about the 15. It's going to be 3rd down. And about 2.5, just shy of the 15-yard line. So a big play coming up here early in the second half.
Just a straight isolation play right there. Isolating on the linebacker, and good job by McKenzie.
Third down, 2.5. Watch for Cassidy this time. Wide right, wide left. Man goes in motion. There's a handoff, goes to the right side, got the first down and a few more. And he's finally drugged down and makes his way up to the 28-yard line. Nearly had him in the backfield.
Yeah, just the outside zone right there. Gave up our outside leverage right there and allowed Taylor to get outside. You know, that's very similar to the play that he went 94 against us early in the season.
Ball at the 29. First down and 10 for McKenzie. Out of the gun is Cassidy.
They moved early again.
And Cassidy kept it. And then got about 4, I would say, on the play. Ball up to the 33. And it'll be second down, about 6 yards to go. We're in the third quarter.
I'm telling you, they're back. They're back there. That was Gill right there. They're moving early. And they called it once on them. They need to call it again because they're moving early.
Second down and 6. Wide right, wide left. Did then too. And hands it off and another first down. Up to the 41.
See here on the Siler Thornton.
Watch him. See?
Yep.
First down from the 41-yard line.
Tell you what, I've got Tristan Cook with 8 contacts already. And normally, you know, that may be a good thing, but where he's making these contacts, it's not a good thing. All 4 of these guys are eligible over here.
Snap, rolls, looks, fires it up way long, and it's going to be incomplete. He had no clue where he's going to throw the ball.
No, he had one-on-one coverage over there with Key on the coverage against, I don't know if that's Allen or who the receiver was over there, but no one now, that was Taylor over there. Tried to hit Taylor on the big one, but yeah, threw it out of bounds.
Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, keeper, rolls to the right side. He's sacked.
There you go. Ball's out.
Oh,
they're going to say
he's
he's down. Yeah, that's a good call. I'll give him credit.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, I think if you look at it, the ground caused the fumble.
Yeah, it did. It did. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay, and you know, great job by Jason Baskerville coming right there. And,
no, it didn't.
You know what? Actually, he was sitting on top of Baskerville, which means by rule he's not down. So, but, you know, that's
they had already blown it, so
yeah,
it didn't matter. Third down, 15. That was a huge play. 8:29 remaining, third quarter.
You know, not to mention that, you know, Cassidy got up pretty junior. They're going to have to take a timeout or they're fixing to get a delay of game penalty.
Right now, they should have. And he's under trouble again, and he is brought down at the 29.
Malik Ganaway coming off the left edge with the speed rush and getting the sack. Watch here on the Siler Thornton replay. Ganaway coming off this left edge. And I'm telling you, Christian can't get out there to him. That's just all there is to it. And
he did good to hold on to the ball.
He really did. Great job by Malik Ganaway right there. Tab Val coming up with another scheme. How about that?
Aired into punt formation. He will see a rush, I predict. Long count. Snap. And the punt is away. Fair catch. Nope. Lets it roll. And it's going to die at the 29-yard line. And that's where Peabody will take over with 7 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play.
Well,
on a beautiful night for football. You just can't beat this. Temperature-wise, it's 56 degrees here in the third quarter.
We got what we wanted. Meigs County advances to the semifinals, Dan, 42-14 final.
Out of the gun is Sam Driggers. 2 wide to the right. Snap. Handoff. Goes straight ahead. Makes it up past the 30. Picked up maybe a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 9.
I tell you what, we got to do something to get Chris Barnett blocked. Watch him come in from this defensive tackle, down lineman number 43. He just slides inside, and, we got to do a better job against him because that's his 3rd solo tackle already tonight.
Driggers out under center this time. There's a snap. Handoff goes to the right side up to the 35, up to the 36. It'll be 3rd down. And about 3 coming up here for Peabody.
Yeah, good job right there. Good cut by Kalik.
He had the hole there.
Yeah, he did. Good job, Woods and Lyles on the tackle.
3rd and 3.
Big play right here.
Quick snap. Handoff straight ahead. 1st down. 1st down for Peabody.
Is he cramping?
I think so. They're stretching the leg out.
Man, it's awful. We don't need him cramping right now because I'm going to tell you something. He's going to have to carry some. He's going to have to get some carries because they're having trouble tackling him.
6:04 remaining in the third quarter. Peabody leading 7-3.
Lexington and Hardin County, Dan, at the end of the third quarter, tied at 7.
Well, that's what you expected.
That's what you expected out of those
in the
two.
Quarterfinals. Seiler Thornton Insurance Agency has locations in Trenton and Dyer. Stop in and see them as soon as you can. Elite Dental has locations in Trenton and Jackson. At Elite Dental, our smiles say it all. Attorney Bradley Owens will handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, wills, and estates. Eddie's Pharmacy has 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and they have vaccinations. Amy Greer State Farm in Trenton has homeowners, auto, farm, life, Medicare supplements, and financial services. Christian Family Medicine has locations in Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie. Duncan's Pharmacy Express. Visit with them today and let them take care of all of your needs.
Uh-oh.
And we're walking off somewhat slowly. That is Vaughn.
Yes. I think you're right, though, Dan. I think he's just he's cramping up.
I'm that way about 2 in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. No
yeah, he's walking
doubt.
off. He's just, that muscle is cramping up on him.
Yeah.
Get some fluid. Pickle juice works.
It does work. Absolutely. It really does work.
1st and 10 for Peabody at about the 40-yard line. Wide to the right, wide to the left. 2-man eye in the backfield. There's a snap handoff. Ganaway to the 40. And works his way to about the 44-yard line. Pickup of about, let's give him 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up here for Peabody.
I tell you what, how about if we have about a good 7-minute
drive,
touchdown drive right here? Just keep plugging. Good job by our guys up front right there. Now,
holding onto the ball with both hands.
Yes.
2nd down and 6. Wide to the right. Wing to the left side. On 2nd and 6. Cuts back in. Works to the 45. Still on his feet. And he's brought down. And that was Vandiver. They're going to give him to the 46-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 coming up here for Peabody. Good play. I liked it.
Yeah, good job by Trey Cook over there. He didn't get fooled. He kept his pursuit and made him turn it back in. Good job by Carson getting a couple right there. Big play right here.
3rd down and 4, balls at the 46-yard line. 4:34 remaining in the third. Snap, handoff straight ahead. Driving, picked up a yard.
That was Burkett, London Burkett right there on the carry.
4th down, didn't gain any.
No,
4th and 4.
Tell you, it's Chris Barnett again. Right there, coming up, and we're going to trust our defense. Now we need to see number 2 get back out there on defense. That's
Hicks into kick to punt it away.
Need a good punt right here out of Isaiah. He hasn't had the best of nights punting the football.
Good snap, and the punt is away, and it's down
Better.
the field, and it's high, hanging one. And it's going to take a Peabody roll, and it's down at the 23-yard line. 23-yard line, got off a pretty good one that time.
Yeah, 30 yards on the punt right there now. Well, I tell you what, I see young man Jacoby Albee in the game, and I tell you what, you're talking about getting thrown into the fire. Dan, right here, this young man's fixing to grow up in a hurry. 17-7, South Gibson has finally gotten on the board. Milan still leads 17-7.
Out of the gun. He
Pass.
turns, he looks. He fires it, and it is complete at midfield. And he is brought down across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. He knew where he was firing at that time.
He did. Yeah, Weber on the reception right there. Good for 30.
From the Peabody 47, here comes McKenzie. There's a
Moved
snap,
early.
and there's a jet sweep, goes to the right side, and he's hit once and then finally brought down. Brought down, they're going to mark it at the 43. That was Taylor.
Yes, 12 carries for 67 yards for Taylor, unofficially on the night. Good job right there by Carson. Staying with him, finally got a little help from Jason Baskerville.
2nd down and 6. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Cassidy is under center with a 2-man eye. Handoff goes to the fullback.
Midline.
He didn't get anything. Might give him a half yard. It'll be 3rd down. Call it 5.
Yeah, that was Lyles.
Long 5. Big play right here.
Yeah, tried to hit the midline right there. Good job, Jason Baskerville sliding down from his defensive end position, getting another contact. Man, we need to get a stop right here.
2:09 remaining in the third quarter. Wide right, wide left. Out of the gun, Cassidy. Hands it off, straight up the middle he goes, and he didn't make it. He got to the 39-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2 coming up. Make that 4th down and 2. 4th and 2 coming up.
Yeah, they're going to go for it right here, and don't be surprised to see Cassidy just try to follow some blockers.
Wide right, wide left. There's a snap and a handoff, and
Taylor, and he's
I
not gonna make
don't
it.
think he made it. He stopped after a half-yard gain, and Peabody's defense does the job and stops the Rebels of McKenzie.
Great job by our man Jacoby Albee. Also, Jason is that Jason Bashville got? No, it wasn't Jason Bashville. Who was it got the first hit there? Who is that? 3, London Burkett. I believe it is. London Burkett got in there and got the first hit. That is his 9th contact of the night unofficially, and great job out of the defense.
Peabody with the football. 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. Driggers hands it off, looks for an opening as he handed over to Ganaway, and nothing was there. It'll be 2nd down. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Less than a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Woods was able to fight off the block and get there to Ganaway before he was able to get going. And Dan, we have not had a lot of success on 1st down.
2nd down and 10. Wide to the right and wide to the left. Timeout's going to be called by Peabody. Timeout on the field. Let's take a 1-minute break and we'll be right back.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
At Anderson Furniture Floor Covering, we would love to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing us to serve you for 69 years. During football season, there is never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit us at 110 High Street in Trenton and check out our large selection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck, Peabody Sports.
There you see the crowd there, scattered out as they're supposed to be. Tickets sold pretty quick here, as they did most places.
Yes, they did.
Wide to the right, wide to the left, Driggers, with 26 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Man goes in motion, fakes the handoff.
He's there.
Looks,
He's there.
Fires it down the field. It is incomplete, just overthrown. Pass was intended for Key, DeMarcus Key, and it was incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Man.
He was open.
He was wide open as they came up on Ganaway. And DeMarcus, just Sam, of course, he threw it out of bounds, but just barely missed him.
It would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely.
Now we have 3rd and 10.
Watch for screen right here.
There's the snap. He goes back. He looks. He's going to keep and run. He goes to the right side. He's going to be brought down. A loss of about 2 on the play. And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Well, we've worked it down to one last quarter remaining in this one in regulation. The score, Peabody 7, McKenzie 3. Back in 1 minute.
At Case IH, we believe it's our job to provide you with solutions. That's why our Farmall and Maxim tractors, as well as our tools and attachments, are designed with you in mind. From mowing to baling to loading and more, we're here to help turn your to-dos into to-dones. At Case IH, we'll keep your days running smoothly with equipment that's durable, versatile, and highly efficient. No wonder farmers are more loyal to Case IH than any other brand. Visit your local dealer or go to caseih.com/livestock for more.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
Peabody in punt formation. That's Hicks back there. With 12 minutes remaining in regulation. There's a snap. It's a good one. Gets a good punt away. Down the field it goes. Fair catch called for at the 30-yard line. And that's where McKenzie will take over. First down and 10. They mark it back at the 29. Let's see what they come up with. Trenton Health and Rehab offers skilled and long-term services. Visit them for your rehab needs. And Anderson's Furniture. It's all your home furnishing needs, especially recliners. Stop in and see them.
Well, need to keep getting stops.
Wide to the right and wide to the left. There's a snap, and he goes back, fires a little lateral pass. It's complete, and he picks up some yards. Out across the 30, looks to be at the 34-yard line. A pickup of about 5. It's going to be second down and 5. H&R Agri-Power is your local Case IH dealer, and they have new farm equipment, parts, and offer full service and farm equipment. Trenton Light and Water Department serves this community with 2 electric substations and newly renovated state-of-the-art water treatment plant. Wide to the right, wing to the left, and there's the snap. He keeps, rolls to the right side. Get a first down, he's out of bounds right at the first down marker. Stops the clock with 11:32 remaining.
Yeah, just run into that bunch formation off, plus pulling 2. I tell you what, that's pretty tough right there. It's a good job by Carson. I don't know
what are we waiting on?
I don't know. They're doing something with the clock.
It's back at 11:28 now.
Yeah. He went out of bounds, and I think they didn't stop clock. Well, Dan, we've had some scoring at Lexington. Hardin County had gone ahead, but now Lexington's tied at 4:37 left.
There's a snap, rolls right side. This is Cassidy, and he is brought down. Might have picked up a yard. Tied 14-14.
Tied 14-14 with 4:37 left.
In the game?
In the game.
Wow.
They're running to that bunch set again. Good job, Jordan Shepard, getting through, getting him slowed down, and getting some help.
Ball at the 41-yard line. Wide to the right, wide to the left. Out of the gun is Cassidy. He keeps,
Option.
flips, goes to the left side.
Nothing there.
And flags go fly.
There's going to be a hold right there.
And it's not against Peabody. I saw the hold. Did you see a block in the back?
I did not see a block in the back.
Ball is spotted back past the 40.
It's going to be holding. Against them. You're looking at third and 9. Yeah, that's okay. I can deal with that. Actually, 3rd and 10 as he lost a yard. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay, just a speed option. Pitched it forward. Yeah, there's the hold, and good job by Alan Jones. He got held and still got off. He got a tackle for loss. So
it's 3rd and 10.
3rd down 10. And we've got our speed rush back in the game.
3rd and 10. 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Cassidy goes straight back. Fires it. It is complete right at the 50 and right at the first down marker. I'd have to see that again.
Yeah.
Here it is.
We see on the Siler Thornton replay. Where does he catch it? Yeah, that's a good mark.
Yeah, he's right at it.
That's a good mark. I know our people don't like it because he got knocked back, but that's a good That is a good mark.
It's 1st and 10. 9:50 remaining at the ball in the ball game. From the 50-yard line. Cassidy hands it off, and he's brought down. Gain of a couple yards to the 48. And it's 2nd down. And 8 yards to go.
Good job right there. Tristan coming up from safety, helping out run support. Let's make sure we see our keys.
There's a snap and a handoff again, and he's brought down at the 45. Let's see. That was Gill on the carry.
Gill. Yeah, London Burkett on the tackle.
3rd down and
Another
5.
3rd down and 5.
That's a long 5, by the way.
It is a long 5. We're going speed. I'm going to tell you something, Dan. Our defense has been on the field a long time tonight. If they could get another stop, we need to get some points for them. Give them a little break.
3rd and 5. There's a snap, drops back, fires, it's incomplete. Whoa, did he get hit?
Great job.
Vandiver.
Carson Vandiver right there. He read that. He came up and got a pass break up right there. Great job right there. And
I think they're going to punt.
They are going to punt because
still a lot of time.
There's
8-19
yeah,
remaining.
there's a lot of time, and they think they've got a shot to pin us deep.
We're going to return
Just
this one.
Watch the ball. Don't jump.
Good snap, and it's a fake, and he's going to
wide
pass
open.
it, and it's complete. Down to the 30, and a flag goes down.
And there's another. Is that another flag?
I saw one flag.
Well, he
Ball's
threw
at the 22-yard line.
He threw his hat. Tell you what, this is going to be interesting to see what we have right here. We see if we can see it on the Siler Thornton replay while they're talking about it. We're going to wait. Okay.
Officials are talking it over.
Got it right here. Great job. I mean, it's a great play. I got to be honest with you. I really don't know. I don't know what the foul's for. I got to be honest with you.
Penalty is against McKenzie. It's declined. What does this mean?
Wait a minute. Wait, we didn't decline both of them, did we? There's no way we declined both of them. If you can replay what he just did, because he said we declined both of them, and there's no way I mean.
Officials are huddling again.
What was the call?
Was it offsetting penalties and they redo the play?
Maybe that's what it was. Okay, yeah, that good call, Dan. That good catch right there. That makes sense.
Just call me coach.
So there you go. So we've got, thank goodness, boy, we got a break right there.
Well, at least they talked about it, and you got to give them credit
Yeah,
for
now
that.
well, Wade Comer is wearing that side judge out on the far side.
Milan's taking a 28-7 lead with 2:44 remaining in the third.
Yeah, they look to be well on their way to a date with probably Pearl Cone.
And there, it's one team I can't tell you a thing
We don't
about.
know a thing in the world about them. Yeah, we're in punt safe this time.
Down the field he goes. They're going to let it roll. And roll and
Oh,
roll and
that's
roll.
not what we needed.
And they're at the 4-yard line. But I can understand why we didn't catch it, because he was fixing to get hit.
Yeah.
Big time hit.
We got whistles. I don't know what we got.
Everybody's looking. Now the VAR official.
Oh, it was a penalty. It was against them.
It was a sideline.
Okay, well then
warning,
that's
but
a
second
penalty.
one.
Yes.
And that's a 5-yard penalty, and that's good because it brings the ball out to the 9-yard line.
Yes, it does.
That is about the first time I have ever seen a sideline penalty with yardage on it.
I agree with you on that. All right, guys, we need to have us a good 91-yard drive right here.
Or a 7-minute one. There's a snap, handoff, straight ahead. Got out to the 14. That's a pickup of 5, and that's a good start. That was Ganaway on the carry to the 9-yard line, or to the 14-yard line. From the 9, it's 2nd down and 5.
I'm going to tell you, Dan, he just about was one-on-one with Eli Serber in the secondary, and I would take Ganaway in that situation.
In a minute. From the 14, 2nd down and 5 for Peabody. 2-man eye behind Driggers. There's a snap and a handoff goes straight ahead. 1st down, out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Mama said there'd be nights like this.
Yes, she did.
But you kind of knew, quarterfinals of the state, you kind of knew that this wasn't going to be one of those clock runners.
Well, you remember back a year ago tonight on the 29-28 in overtime. So yeah, you're right. We knew this was going to be a slobber knocker.
1st down and 10. They put a wing to the left side. There's a handoff, goes to Ganaway, and he picks up maybe 2, maybe 1. Out to about the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
We still can't get Barnett blocked. That's him coming from this backside in. You watch our backside tackle position. Backside in, right there. He just gets inside of Big Sheldon Hopkins right there, and was able to come down the line and make the play. That's his 6th contact tonight. 6 minutes left, Dan. 6 minutes.
Wide to the right and wide to the left. 2-man eye in the backfield. Fakes it, rolls, right side. Pass complete. Up to the 35, and that's a 1st and 10 for the Tide.
Great catch, great throw. That's the Sam Driggers we've grown accustomed to seeing over the last half of the season, as he has to avoid Trey Cook. And Sam, I tell you what, people don't realize when you're running full speed this way and you have to throw it this way, that's a tough throw. Great throw by Sam. Great catch.
This young man, Sam Driggers, is maturing into one of the better quarterbacks by the time he's a senior. Oh, my. 2-man eye in the backfield. Handoff goes straight ahead. Still on his feet, out across the 40 to the 41. That's Ganaway. That's a pickup of close to 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4, and we're coming up on the 5-minute mark.
And then I'm telling you what I'm starting to see, and I'm liking it. Our offensive line,
they've wore them down.
They're starting to get a little traction. 52 seconds left in Lexington, Dan, and Hardin County had to punt to Lexington. Okay, I just now got another update. They are headed to overtime, tied at 14.
It's quarterfinals.
Yes, it is.
2-man eye again. 2nd down coming up. Ganaway with it. Ganaway going to the right side.
That's a face mask.
And if he didn't have the face mask, I would be shocked. I'm anxious to see that again.
Yeah, that's a tough one to see, though.
3rd and 2.
That's Cassidy coming up. And yeah, right there, that's hard to see though. I these guys back here have got to see that because the side guy's not going to be able to see. 3rd and 2 right here. We're going with our big set. London Burkett at tailback.
There's a snap, and there he goes. And a penalty marker comes flying.
They're going to get us for holding.
Clock stops with 3:50 remaining.
No, holding against defense.
Defensive holding is what he's pointing.
He's pointing the wrong way. There's no way it's defensive. Yeah.
And it's going to be 3rd down again. And it brings it back to the 31-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 14. And the clock starts.
Man, that. Okay. Well, we got a choice here. Are we going to put it in the air and try to get the first down? Or are we going to run it, keep the clock moving, make them take a timeout, and trust their defense?
There's a snap. A little lateral pass goes to the right side, still on his feet. Works his way forward. Might have gotten, lost a yard to the 30. And the clock still continues to roll.
Yeah, I think they just took a timeout. Yeah, that's twice that we've tried to run that. We haven't gotten out there to get a block on that cornerback just yet.
Timeout call. Back in 1 minute.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only record service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
Well, it is 4th down and about 15. Hicks in to punt it away. There's a snap. It's a good one, and the punt away, and he got away a dandy. And the fair catch call for it, the 40-yard line. And that's where McKenzie will make their final stay at 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Peabody leads 7-3. Raspberry Tire and Service Center offers tires and oil changes and all sorts of automotive services. They also have a wrecker service for cars, trailers, and semis. Well, we're down to cases.
We
you
are.
either stop them or you lose.
Yep.
Cassidy at quarterback. Snap, rolls straight back, looks down the field, fires it. It is complete at the 41-yard line. That's another first down for McKenzie. Clock stops to move the chains. Now it's rolling.
That's just a deep comeback route. And I tell you what, let me tell you something, Dan. That's a Division I throw right there. If you throw it from the far hash outside of these numbers, yeah, that's a big-time throw by
Cassidy under center this time. Snap,
pass.
fakes the handoff, fires it toward the corner. It is going to be complete at the 4. It's complete at the 4, and it's 1st and goal for McKenzie from the 4-yard line.
Clock's running. I'll tell you what.
2:14.
They're going to have 4 shots at it from 5 yards.
A field goal will do them no good.
They're going to have to take a timeout.
And now timeout is called. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens of Trenton.
Whether it's tires, batteries, oil changes, brakes, or alignments, Gibson County Farmers Co-op Car Care Center, located in your hometown-friendly co-op in Trenton, has you covered. While we're taking care of your ride, you can shop inside at Gibson Farmers Co-op for all your steel products and Carhartt work apparel. When it comes to comforts of home, we have a large and unique selection of home decor. Make tracks for Trenton, Tennessee, and your friendly hometown Gibson Farmers Co-op. It's where we have something for the entire family.
Well, it's down to cases. There's a minute 54 remaining in the ball game. Peabody leads 7-3. McKenzie has the football on the Peabody 4-yard line where it's first down and goal. Can I paint a worse picture than that?
I tell you what, no, I don't know that you can. You know, the only good thing, and they're going to go heavy with Big Luna in there, and Lyles as your tailback, but
under center is Cassidy. There's a snap and a handoff and didn't make it. He's to the 4, no gain on the play. It's second down.
Yeah, Jason Baskerville came in. I think McKenzie called timeout.
Another timeout called, and I don't know if they have any left or not.
I think that was their last one.
Okay, let's take a 60-second break. We'll be back.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
We're Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 73.
To the line, working out of the gun is Cassidy. He keeps, goes to the right side, and did he make it into the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown, McKenzie. Cassidy on the carry around the corner, and nobody was there.
Yeah, that's if we see the Siler Thornton replay, they got some people starting to cramp up also. Well, Alan Jones just about had him in the backfield. Here I think we're going to be able to see it again. Yeah, they fake it to Taylor right here. And then Cassidy just keeps it and thought Allen was going to get him in the backfield, but wasn't able to do so. And so now, Dan, here's a huge extra point. Coming up by Zach Aird right here.
Woods is up with a leg cramp. The sophomore extra point man. Ball down, kick up, kick is good. And it is 10-7 McKenzie.
Dan, at Lexington, Hardin County has scored in overtime. They have called timeout. Looks like they are going to go for two and go for the win.
And they didn't make it, and Lexington has won it.
All right.
That takes guts to make a call like that.
Yes, it does.
In overtime. So we're down to cases. We have 1:40 remaining in the ball game. Peabody will get the football. They trail 10-7. And the winner will play Waverly or Riverside.
It looks like it's Waverly. Waverly's up 14-0 in the fourth quarter.
Aird's going to kick off.
Hey, kick it down here to 21. We'll
Again,
take that.
one
yeah,
more time.
We'll take it. We just got to get some blocks and
no penalties.
No penalties.
Here we go. Aired with the kickoff. Each team has one timeout remaining according to the scoreboard. End over end. Easily from the 13 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25. And he is tackled at the 26-yard line. And that's where Peabody will start a do-or-die campaign.
Yeah. Dan, looks like Haywood has defeated Ripley 17-3, so it looks like they will host Lexington if what we got right next Friday night. Here we go.
2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the gun. Goes straight back. Fires it. It's complete at the 30. Peabody quickly to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun. Snap, rolls, getting pursuit. Throws it away. Good move by the youngster.
Yep.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 30. So it's 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. 1:18 remaining. Two to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun. They go straight back. Rolls to the left side. Looks. Going to run it, get the first down, and step out of bounds.
Good job by Sam right there.
At the 40-yard line. 1:09 remaining.
Nothing open downfield. Good job. Good block out here by Carson. Vanderbilt allows him to get down there and get the first down and get out of it. Now look, remember, all we got to have is a field goal. And we've got a pretty good kicker down there on our sideline. He's down there warming up right now.
Two wide to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the gun. Sam looks, rolls, right side, looks down the field. Fires it, it's incomplete.
Oh, right there he is. Right there he is. Yeah, right there he is.
Oh, they had a player.
Yeah, this guy over here was sitting there shrugging his shoulders like I'm not sure who he was throwing it to.
He was throwing to get rid of it.
Well, he was, but I mean.
2nd down and 10. 60 seconds remaining. Three wide to the right, 1 to the left. out of the gun. Goes straight back. Screen pass. It's complete. Gets to the 45. And then it's rolled out of bounds.
Oh, they said the clock's got to keep rolling. That's a terrible call.
50 seconds remaining. Ball at the 47. It's fourth down.
No, it's third down.
Third down and about 2. I was looking at the scoreboard.
Don't spike it.
There's a snap, rolls back, looks, fires it straight up the middle. First down, brought down.
Now we got to spike it. Let's get on the ball and spike it.
47-yard line is where it is. 31 seconds remaining. They're exchanging footballs. Second and 10. Somehow, some way.
He's got to find a way sometimes.
Two wide to the right, 2 to the left. Sam goes straight back, looks. He's going to fire it. Long one toward the center.
It's a fake. Got held.
Should be 2 flags.
There we go.
There's one.
There's one. That's
18 seconds remaining.
Number 2 just grabbed DeMarcus Key as he was running down the seam. Right there, you'll see it. And I don't know about where the other one came from, but that one's was definitely a good call.
Pass interference against McKenzie. They bring it back to the 47-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it off.
30 should be about the 33-yard line.
32.
32, that's even better.
Okay, we need about 10 more yards.
Yes, we do.
It's first and 10. Driggers back. There's a pass. It's complete. Out of bounds.
Good job.
At the 25, 14 seconds remaining. Peabody with 1 timeout remaining. Ball at the 25-yard line. Second down and about 4. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Driggers out of the gun. He looks, rolls to the right side. Pass down the field's complete.
He didn't get out of bounds. But it's a first down. It's first down. The ball's going to.
7 seconds remain. They're going to spike it. And now they spike it, and it's going to be second down and 10. 4 seconds remaining.
Then it's going to come down to Isaiah Hicks. And a 37-yard field goal from the right hash. Because we really don't have enough time to run another play. Well, I say that. We got the offense on the field.
They're going for the touchdown.
No, we're going to try to draw them.
Now we call the timeout.
Yeah. Here we go.
Timeout on the field. Isaiah Hicks will be front and center. 4 seconds remaining in regulation. McKenzie leading by 3, 10-7. This is the quarterfinals of the TSSAA tournament. The winner plays later. Next week, they'll play against Waverly. It's going to be, as Terry said, about a 37-yard attempt.
Well, This is a senior
We
that's been here before.
It's a senior setting.
That's right.
And we said a game will come down to kicking.
We did.
We're here. 37-yard attempt. Now it's up to the line to give this young man opportunity here.
Three-step process. Snap, hold, and kick. Got plenty of leg.
4 seconds remaining. The ball is down. The kick is up. The kick is...
Oh, he made that. Absolutely.
Good! And we're tied at 10 and going into overtime. Let's take a 1-minute break.
Here you see on the replay, the Siler Thornton replay, Isaiah Hicks. I tell you what, Dan, he's had his struggles a little bit this year, but, man, he came through right there to take this thing to overtime.
Overtime we go, our first overtime game of the year.
Now.
And, okay, give credit to this sophomore quarterback.
Absolutely.
Sam Driggers. He marched his team down the field. Also give credit to some good hands people.
Yes.
Down the way.
Yes.
But what a job was done by Driggers. He kept his cool and took his team to a point where they could at least tie the ball game.
Yeah, that, you know, and the thing we didn't want to get caught up in is, you know, that thinking we had to have a touchdown. And a good job by Jay Taylor play calling, good job clock management by the offense. And, you know, now here's the thing. If you win the toss, you want to play defense.
I do.
You know, and so that way you can know what it is that you have to have when you get the football. You're going to get a possession from the 10-yard line. And, you know, you got 4 plays to score from 10 yards. You know, whether it's field goal, touchdown, whatever. And I'm going to tell you something.
Team captains go out again, and Johnny's going out there with them to get a good camera shot. We're going to get their audio, too. Okay. All right. We'll have the audio.
Good. Fantastic. Okay, let's keep this up. Great sportsmanship, okay? All right. Picking team is going to call it. Here's head. This is tail, okay? All right. Call it.
Tails. Tails is the call.
Okay, you want the first. Okay. I know you want the ball.
Yeah. He's thinking what side of the field he wants to play on.
Oh, White gets a choice. Okay, all right. You want that end zone. Okay, you want that end zone?
Peabody won the toss.
And you're going to have the ball. Yeah. Put him. He's going down that way. Yes. Step here.
Select to go on defense.
Yeah, Peabody won that toss, and of course, like I said, we're going to go on defense. We're going to play opposite the clock. I mean, well, I'm trying to watch him, make sure he doesn't. Yeah, so we're going on defense first,
Yes.
and we're going to play down here away from the clock. Which,
the clock now means nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I do believe both teams get 1 timeout apiece.
They do get one. Everybody gets 1 additional timeout. And I tell you what, Dan, I see Draquan Vaughn back out on the field, and, man, that makes me feel a whole lot better about things.
He had a cramp that didn't go away.
Yeah,
I ran to the kitchen and got the juice.
Yes, they did.
Ball will be at the 10-yard line. And it's first down and 10 for McKenzie on the Peabody 10. And then it will be reversed. Both these teams tired.
Yes, they are. They're going back to that bunch set. You got one-on-one coverage over here.
Cassidy at quarterback, out of the gun. There's a snap, rolls right side, looks, brought down, loss on the play. Back to the 14. It'll be second down and goal from the 14.
Who was in there? Draquan Vaughn. Glad to see him back.
We missed him.
We have, along with
for most of a quarter and a half.
With Vanderver in on the tackle also. I believe you see here on the Siler Thornton replay, Carson Vanderver. And, no, I was wrong. That was Alan Jones. My fault. That was Alan Jones on that.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun. Cassidy goes straight back, looks. He keeps looking. He's getting some pressure. He's going to be sacked.
Ball's out. The ball's out.
And it's Peabody's ball.
Go ahead and make the call. Go ahead and make the call. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now
Peabody will get the offense.
At the 10-yard line.
At the 10.
If we got a Siler Thornton replay.
And all you have to do now, a field goal.
A field goal.
Win it.
A field goal. We don't have a replay. Man, great pressure by the defense.
10-10 the score. We're in overtime. Peabody's football at the 10-yard line. Oh, baseball fans, what a game. Peabody to the line. Burkett back there at tail. And penalty marker comes flying. We had one.
But he was calling. Shane called timeout. I don't know if he got it or not.
They're going to huddle. No flag.
No flag, timeout.
He got the timeout.
Woo. Dan, we talked about to win this game, somebody's going to have to get a break or two.
We just got
one. Yes, we did.
And look out on the far side over there, Terry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lord. Coach Wade Comer, not a happy camper right now.
Not a happy camper right now. We've gone to our heavy set.
From the 10.
From the 10. You know what?
I said we have not been in this situation all year.
Yeah.
It showed right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. What we got to do, we just got to hold on to this football, and let's give Isaiah another chance. If we don't get it in.
Under center. Snap, handoff, Burkett.
Just hold on to the ball, London.
And he got about to the 9, gain of a yard. It'll be second and goal from the 9.
You know, the only thing about when you go to this formation, you're kind of tipping your hand as to what you're going to do. And that may be fine. We may be going to just run our 3 plays and we may kick on third down, Dan, just in case something were to happen.
2-man eye. Snap, handoff, Burkett again.
Just hold on to the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss on the play back to the 12. So it'll be third and goal from the 12.
I'd kick it right now. And that was Barnett. I tell you what, man, I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to tell you something. Chris Barnett has played a whale of a game for McKenzie, and he got held on top of it. We didn't get it. They didn't call it.
$12 seconds on the
play clock. And we don't have a timeout. So we got to get it snapped.
2 seconds. There's a.
Oh, we fumbled. We fumbled, and they got it.
And McKenzie gets it.
Are you kidding?
Are you kidding me?
Gosh almighty. Well, they just got to break the break back. So now we're going to get the football back again at the 10-yard line.
And somebody called a timeout.
Oh, mercy. Did we get a break right there? No, they're putting it on the 10. Yeah. Well, now we get it first. They get to play defense, and they get to see what they have to have.
Well, we can't run it up the middle.
No. Well, we've got a
Ganaway back there's tailback.
I mean, I'd like to see us go back to more of our conventionals, our spread thing, so we can spread them out a little bit. But here we go.
There's a snap, and Ganaway gets it. Ganaway to the 5. Ganaway pushing down to about the 3. You didn't go up the middle that time. You went to the left, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the market at the 4.
I tell you what, we've had a lot of success running this outside zone. And, you know, good job by the offensive line right there, and good job by Khalik staying on track.
2-man eye in the backfield. Handoff, Ganaway again. Ganaway pushing, touchdown. Ganaway takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now we'll attempt a very important extra point.
Yeah, good job by the left side of the line. Right there, we pulled around. We had Christian Poor pulling around, Ethan Ray leading through.
And Ganaway scores. McKenzie got a player down on the play, but he's up and moving now.
Important extra point
Hicks
right here.
Will attempt the point after. Holding is Owen Lee. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Perfect.
It's overtime.
Well, it's still
but
perfect.
I will say, perfect.
There you go.
So it's 17-10, Peabody leading, but now McKenzie gets it at the 10-yard line, and they have their opportunity.
And, you know, 4 downs, watch for play action right
Will
here.
they put it up in the air?
Well,
do you think?
I don't know.
Well, we're in second overtime. Now McKenzie will roll with it. Out of the eye. Wide to the left side. There's a snap. Handoff goes to the middle back, and he picked up maybe 2 down to the 8.
That was Lyles.
And it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Mark it back to the 9.
That is the 13th contact by London Burkett tonight. That's unofficially.
What a night.
But he's had a whale of a night.
Got a hold and wasn't letting go.
That's right.
So it's 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. Will they put it in the air? This time they send wide right, wide left. Cassidy at quarterback. Hands it off to the right side, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds. No gain on the play. On the carry was Taylor.
Actually, Dan, he's going to lose a yard back to the 10.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
Alan Jones, great job getting outside. Now you got to watch for Cassidy to keep this thing. Or look for Lyles down here close.
This time they sent 2 wide to the right and 1 to the left. Cassidy is out of the gun. Drops straight back, looks, gets pressure, fires it incomplete. 4th and goal from the 10. That pressure was on him. He had to let it go.
Yeah, it was, but I'm telling you, Lyles on the crossing route right there was open. You ran what they ran as an inside X. Right there. Here we go. We got
timeout is called. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll be right back.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
On 4th down from the 10-yard line, now play stop. Timeout, Peabody. We'll keep it here this time. Timeout call, Peabody. He had to see the set. And knowing Coach Comer, he may change that now.
Yeah, you had trips over here, and you were going to run a combo route. I'm telling you, we're going to run a rub route. And you know, this is where your defensive communication is really going to come into play. Right here, and biggest thing is if we can make him hold that ball and not let him throw it on time, then I really like our chances right here.
Well, the ball is at the 10-yard line. It's touchdown or nothing.
Yep.
Touchdown or nothing for McKenzie. Peabody leads 17-10. We're in the second overtime. And Peabody's the first out of the huddle.
It's time for Jason Baskerville to get in that backfield and get a sack right here. Watch number 12 on the far side, the little tight end. Don't forget about him.
On 4th down. Snap. Pressure
There
on
he
it.
is. He's in trouble.
It is knocked down. It is incomplete. And Peabody has won. Holy cow. Holy cow. Peabody has won this in 2 overtimes. Over a very, very fine McKenzie Ball Club. Holy smoke, what a game it was. What a game. You see the folks in the field.
Man, I tell you.
I thought that the quarterback, Cassidy, was going to get sacked. He let it go just at the last second. And I hope that we've got a replay of that last. We do not. Okay.
Well, I tell you what, you know, we knocked the ball up in there, and they still had a chance to make a play on the football. And, man, I tell you what a game.
This is one to remember and one to cherish for a long time. With 1 minute and 34 seconds remaining in regulation, it looked like that the streak was ending. It looked like that was the end of the series of wins and end of this season. But the Peabody Golden Tide never gave up. They marched down the field. The talented toe of Isaiah Hicks tied the game at 10. went into overtime, and a couple of fumbles both ways turned it over, and we went into the second overtime. After we went into the second overtime, Peabody's Ganaway took it into the end zone for a touchdown. Hicks made it a 7-point lead by Peabody. And then it was McKenzie's turn. They got to 4th down and 10, and they didn't make it in. On an incompleted pass knocked away, and it's a heartbreaker for the Rebels of McKenzie, one that they won't remember, and it's one that Peabody will remember for a long time to come.
Man.
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utilities. Gibson County Utility District, for better living in your community.
For the National Guard, we have a state and federal mission, so we support our state for like disasters, and then we can also have a federal mission overseas. We serve both the state and federal government.
But the National Guard gives individuals like yourself and myself the opportunity to stay at home, whereas if you have a goal to go to school, the National Guard got you. You don't have to really worry about changing your whole life to serve your country, where the National Guard actually works around your life.
I like to think the National Guard has this elite group of soldiers and members, because you'll have police officers, you'll have firefighters, lawyers, doctors, just a slew of different people that make up this force as far as being a part of the community. They're embedded in their community and they're super involved. So this is like adding these subject matter elite experts with, you know, being a soldier. I mean, you got the total person concept.
Okay, we're back. And as you can see, the Peabody Golden Tide at the sideline with the alma mater. What a game. What a game we've experienced. Terry, give us the details.
Well, to be honest with you, Dan, I don't know if I can. I can tell you this. Peabody will host Waverly next Friday night right here at Walter Kilser Stadium. And on the other side, in one semifinal, and on the other side of the bracket, Meigs County will travel to Trousdale County. Trousdale defeated Watertown 21-13 tonight and got a little revenge as Watertown won 9-7 earlier in the year. Waverly got the season sweep over Riverside, and they will come in here next week and Man, what a game right there. Dan, we can't say it enough. The last minute and 40 seconds about how much Sam Driggers grew up tonight.
Listen, I will match him with anybody. And he may not be the biggest, he may not be the strongest, but that young man is maturing every game. And hats off to Sam. Isaiah Hicks came through.
I'm going down to talk to Jacobs.
Okay. Isaiah Hicks came through for Trenton Peabody with a field goal that tied the game, sent it into overtime. And Terry's going downstairs as we speak, without a mask on, by the way, to interview the coach, Jacobs, and get some words from him. If you enjoyed this broadcast, I hope that you'll take the time to send Worthy Road Studios a note. You have a website or email or something, Paul? Facebook is fine, Worthy Road Studios. Send Paul a thank you for broadcasting this ball game. He labored over there doing the job of many men. 3 people, and we appreciate that so very, very much. And Terry over there trying to see if he can get in touch now with Coach Jacobs. And you can see the gathering in the center of the field. That's the McKenzie faithful over there. They have nothing to hang their heads over tonight. They played a very, very fine ball game against Trenton Peabody, who's put up some great figures this season and continues to do so. And as you can see there, the Coach Jacobs is getting some interviews there, and Terry's waiting his turn. If you missed this one, you missed a dandy. We had 1,400 comments on this game, 76 shares on this game, and I don't know how many viewers you had, but it was in the thousands for this game. People from Arkansas, and Jack is listening, and what a game had for Jack tonight. Jade might be too. D. Hickerson, Chris Brulin, my old buddy. They're watching in tonight. Tommy Johnston Humphreys, Demetra Hickerson, Lisa Siebert watching tonight. Chris Johnson, what a game. Erika Ganaway. Lori Warren is a nail biter for sure, Lori. That is true. Everybody is on pins and needles watching this game, according to Brittany England. Tracy Dickerson watching it. Angela Graves. Robert Doss. Just going over some of the names. Trousdale with a win. And now let's go down to the
Ready? All right, I'm here with Coach Shane Jacobs, and Coach, what are you feeling right now?
Man, just a lot of emotion. You know, you're just scared to death that the season's going to end with so many kids put so much time and energy and effort into trying to find a way to extend this season, and you just don't want it to end. And so, just emotional, just very grateful that we get an opportunity to spend one more week together. The opportunity to play for a state championship is still there, and so just very emotional, very happy, very proud for our program, proud for our kids, and proud for our coaches. Our coaches coached their tails off, worked their tails off this week, and so just really proud for everybody involved.
1 minute, 40 seconds left. We're down 3, position that we haven't been in this year. Talk about Sam Drigger's maturity in that moment.
Yeah, we had a lot of confidence at 2-minute drill. You work the 2-minute drill every week, and so, we had a lot of confidence in what we were going to do in the 2-minute and had an idea of how they're going to line up defensively. And we feel like we got the receivers that can, do some things for us in space. And so, had a lot of confidence, had the one timeout. We were able to keep in our pocket and just did a good job of the clock management. Sam did a great job managing the clock there at the end.
Waverly comes in next Friday night. They defeated Riverside 14-0. Do you know anything about Waverly?
I don't know anything about Waverly, and I'm sure we're going to find out a lot about Waverly tomorrow, and just glad that we got them at our place and looking forward to playing them. But right now, tonight we're just going to enjoy this.
Absolutely. Coach, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Forward to next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Back up to you, Dan. Good job.
Good interview, Terry, and I appreciate it very much, Coach Jacobs, and congratulations to the Trenton Peabody Golden Tide. They win this by the final score of 17-10. Well, what does that do? That sets the stage for next Friday night. Right back here again as Peabody will be taking on Waverly in the semifinals of the state. Again, the final score in double overtime. Peabody wins it 17-10. For Terry Clement, I'm Dan Hughes, and this broadcast is produced and directed by Paul Schulze. Sideline camera, Johnny Johnston. Main camera, Lawson Mann. Slow motion instant replay, Paul Schulze. Assistant director, Linda Wyrick. And the color was done by Terry Clement. I'm Dan Hughes. Have a great rest of the day, everybody.